Hmm. We'll see. I'm gonna let this go. I don't know. Now it's saying healthy. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this, but it's just giving me grief. I've been having a lot of issues with my internet lately, with it buffering, and it's coming. Actually, tomorrow I should be getting my Starlink dish, so I'll get off of this. I'm on fiber up, but it's been acting up steady, folks, steady. It looks like it may have stabilized a bit here now, so we will give it a try. See how it works. How is it on your end? So looks like we're okay. Don't ask me what happened because I don't know. Okay. It's saying it's healthy, it's excellent, everything's good. We'll see if it holds up, if it stays stable. Then we'll get underway. Sorry for the delay here. So let's get rolling. The Western countries are in big trouble. We're on the verge of no return. I see the Calistanis in Canada have said that, yeah, Canadians are invaders to the country, and Calistanis not now own Canada. That was a statement from one of their grand leaders. So, I definitely don't agree with that. And I don't think too many Canadians do. There's a few liberals that probably do, but true Canadians don't. But you got to look at all the other countries too: England, France, Germany, Australia, New Zealand. U.S. is in a battle internally. Hell, they even tried to take out Trump again. And as usual, that didn't go too good for the guy that tried that. A teacher, no surprise, because that's what they're teaching the students, right? Uh, there's, I just want to bring up a quick video here. See which one I want to put out here first. Uh, there's this one here. This just kind of shows the character that tried to take out Trump here. They figured that was his target. Watch him come bolting through here. Look at that. Well, they got to sharpen up.
Shall I post it
I mean, that was at a hotel. I'm not sure if it was the Hilton or it was one of the big hotel chains anyways. It wasn't around the White House. And he come barreling through there. They're just standing around chatting because they're not expecting anything. They should always be expecting something. So, anyways, yeah, just think what the students are thinking. Now, I see they, not surprised, did a raid on his house. Going through to get what information they can, right? Apparently it was a homemade weapon, too. So, but, I mean, what did the what did the press do? Because that's what it was, right? It was a I'm gonna have to kill the volume on this because that's what it was. It was the annual press, whatever they call it. But look what they're look what these scumbags, these dirtbags do, eh? They have no morals. They're stealing the wine. They're stealing the wine. There's nobody around, so they're grabbing the wine and heading back to their rooms, eh? I mean, come on. Really? So, they have no morals. When I seen that, I just thought, you know, that kind of says it all, doesn't it? Was she going to grab something too? I'm surprised you weren't taking snacks along with them. Just go back and say, dang it, he missed, you know. Sure. Hilton, D.C. Yeah, okay. It was the Hilton. Well, I wouldn't be booking that again if I was them. I doubt if they will be. So anyways, meanwhile, we got our issues here, as well as our mother country, the UK. Now, we're not sure here what. There's still a couple more here that on that issue that I'm going to show you here. There's this one here. You gotta love the memes here on X, eh? You never know who's behind it, huh? You just never know, do you? Never trust a Democrat, never trust a liberal. They're not your friend. So, in Canada, John even stole the waiter's tips. I would not doubt that. They're disgusting people. Now, they have no respect for anybody, right? They're the dirt bags of life, and we got them here in Canada, paid for by the government. This here, just a short one. It's 46 seconds, but it's going to remind you what they did to us back in around 2022. And you're not hearing anything more about this. As a matter of fact, they're still pushing it. So, this was Jones, I think. This one is Alex Jones.
All that talk you heard about 5G interfacing with the shots, it's true. DARPA research and the operational programs to infect us with remote controllable prion clusters in the brain before they even rolled out COVID. I just got chills. This is so evil. I mean, this is how you take over. You colonize people. You implant everybody with these, whether you've had the shot or not. It's everywhere. You get these proteins growing in you. They hit you with the frequency, and it looks like you died of a stroke. Man, this is bad. All over your brain, hit you with it. Crystals grow in the next few days. cut through arteries, cut through veins, cut through capillaries, stroke out. Or he says we can just hit it with a light dose and just fog everybody out and make them sick where they can't think straight. All that talk you heard about five.
Well, I believe people can't think straight because the other day I couldn't believe it. I was making a quick run for a few supplies. Where I'm leaving here now, it's a river valley, so it's hills on both sides coming up from the river, and it's fairly steep, and they're fairly long streets. And I'm driving down, I look over, and here's a guy walking backwards up the hill at a pretty good speed, and he's looking at his phone. He's on his phone. I thought, is this a glitch in the Matrix, or what's going on? He's not looking sideways. He's not missing a step. He's going pretty good speed. There's weird stuff going on out there. Like, unreal. Now with Jones, with the prions, who knows? He's actually been right more than he's been wrong. I know he's a bit of a... It turned a little bit weird on us, that's what I'm trying to say in the last little bit here. So, anyways, that was before he went weird on us. But, speaking of weird, the Western countries are in bad shape, and the Khalistanis are really acting up. We got this one here. This is, if I can find it, from Surrey, BC. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, this one's from Surrey, BC. And this is just under a minute long. Just give you an idea, I used to live in Surrey, BC. I'm sorry to say. And this is what's there now. Before I get into this, when I was living in Surrey, I was doing a repipe in a big mall, water mains. So I was up on 3 sections of scaffolding, running 2-inch copper pipe. And along came 2 new Canadian Khalistanis with the big tall turbans and funny curly shoes and the big robe, whatever it is they wear, and the big swords and daggers. And I had an apprentice with me, and I said, look, there's two proud Canadians. Well, they looked up, they see me, and they looked up, and he started to climb up the scaffolding, and he had his hand on his dagger, and I had a 12-foot length of 2-inch copper pipe, and I pointed at his head. I was going to give him a nice crescent moon on his forehead, and he seen that big length of copper pipe coming, pointed at him, and he crawled back down the scaffold and walked away. And that was the best move he made, because he would have had a lot of stitches, and he would have had a mark for life, because I was ready to poke him right in the forehead with that 2-inch copper pipe. I wouldn't have hesitated one bit. You pull a knife on me, and I got something that's a little longer, heavier, and worse. He knew right away what it was. So they buggered off in a hurry, scurried away like a couple of rats that they are. Here's Surrey, BC. Watch this and tell me they're not taking over. Where's the Angels? I like the patch on his back. They ain't Harleys. As a matter of fact, where I lived in Surrey, it got so bad, Hell's Angels pulled out. They moved out into I think it was Kelowna. Moved their clubhouse out to Kelowna. They had enough. They said, we're not putting up this crap. So that's getting pretty bad when you can chase the Hell's Angels away. My. How far we have fallen. We've got this one here from Vancouver. Used to be Vancouver, now it's Vancouver. They didn't expect this. These are the Palestinian protesters. You see, these gangs are all together in a way, right? Because they're all anti-Canadian, anti-Western countries. So anyways, I don't know where the volume is on this. I'll check. Okay, we'll try that. So they're having their protest out there, and they're doing their thing, calling everybody down.
Asking that question because it shows me that you care that much about how our liberation is intertwined. I am hoping, I'm very, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Holy crap! Whoa! What the BPD? Okay. Okay. No, your bike got driven. What the? No, you just let that happen, dude. You know what? It's a free country. You can protest. Dude, you're parked down there. You didn't see the guy drive into people here? Your car is literally right there. Are you asleep? Do your fucking. What are you doing? What are you doing here? What the? 752 GTV. 7.
Well, they had it coming. And there's going to be more of that, too. I don't know what happened with the cops there. Did they turn their backs, or are they just incompetent, or I don't know. I don't care, but it is what it is. Get off the street. Quit playing in traffic should be a lesson they should have been taught when they were younger, but apparently they missed out on that lesson. Then they'll whine and cry to the police because they didn't stop for a protest. He drove right through it. Wait till the pickups start coming through there with the bush bars on the front. I'm getting one for mine. I like the ones with the teeth on the front, like the police have for pushing cars off the road, pushing protesters off the road. Not that I do that, but now we've got England is fighting back, but they're in a horrible mess because this here is in the UK. You wouldn't believe it. You'd think it was Islamabad or someplace, or New Delhi, or that's why they call Delta New Delta. Where am I here? Bring this up. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. I don't know what it is, but it ain't country, I'll tell you that. Uh, that's just distressing to watch. That's the UK. That's London. London, England. Home of the Beatles. Yeah. What a shame that was allowed to happen. Actually, it was intentional. We know that. That was our gift from Trudeau, and Carney just loves the gift that keeps on giving. So, still more coming in. Don't worry. It ain't over. That's why they ended up with the Crusades. They had England, and I think it was King Charles in France that started crying the blues. We need help. We need help. We're being overrun. Richard sent the elite forces, the knights, the crusaders, and they joined French forces, and I believe German crusaders, the knights were in there too, and they pushed Islam back out of Europe all the way back into Africa. They shouldn't have stopped. They should have pushed them right back through Africa into the ocean. But anyways, now they're back with a vengeance, and I've had people tell me there's nothing wrong with Islam, or they're good people. They're you're just racist if you speak out against them. It's not a race to begin with. It's not ideology. But they don't want to hear that either because they're bought in. They can't think for themselves. And that was before the shots. After the shots, people are really messed up. Still got people in line at, like, say, Dollarama. For you American folks, that's like your Dollar General. Some of them got masks on, and it's funny, because I had that 6 foot rule. You had to stay 6 feet apart. But what they do now is, no, they stand behind you like normal in lineup, but they're standing 25 feet back from the cash register. So one at a time will go up to the cash, and the rest hang back like a bunch of sheep, right? I don't. I go right up, and I'll stay 3 or 4 feet away, and I'll get my cash out, get ready so I can pay when I get there, and I'll turn around and look at them. They're still standing there and looking at me, just a dumb look. They don't know. Probably thinking, what's he doing? He's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to stay back here with us. Sorry, I didn't take the poison. I didn't buy into it. But it's bad that people are still that programmed. That is scary. So Germany, I think Germany's had enough. They're learning how to deal with them. This is a female protester here. She's being escorted away. Maybe they cut the piece where they threw her into the bus. So the Germans are, they're not putting up with it, looks like. If any time they get a crime to wear a face covering in public, well, I think it's still in the books, but you know what? It's time to enforce it. People walking into a bank with a mask on. Well, what the heck? So this one here, this is inside the Ontario legislature. Here you go, Faye. Here's one for you. This is inside your provincial legislature. And tell me if you can understand one word that they're saying.
Ladies te ato na neri. Oye. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਰੀ ਔਰ ਟਰਬਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਆ ਗਰ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਚੱਕੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਚੱਕੇ ਆ खड़े हैं ऑरेंज कार्बन इनका इनका लगे वीडियो बना भाई वीडियो बना तो रोक रहे हैं बोल हाँ भाई मैं बोल रहा बोल हाँ देख लो जी बिहेवियर देख लो ਤੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਰੋਕ ਰਹੇ ਖੈਰੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਮੰਨਤਾ ਬਾਈ ਆ ਬਾਈ ਆ ਬਿਹੇਵੀਅਰ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਬਾਈ ਹੈਗੇ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਭਾਈ ਗਾਲ ਤੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੱਢਦਾ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੱਸ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੌਲਾ ਪਾਈ
Well, the only thing I know in their language that I understood there was oh blah 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 blah. That's my extent of whatever type of stuff they call that language. I don't know what it is. It sounds stupid to me. We can't forget Timmy's, right? I do have Tim's here because what would Calistani Canada be without Tim's, right? Come back here. I'll bring this up. And old Tim Hortons, Tim's rolling in his grave. I think he's dead now.
All Canadians report to nearest Tim Hortons for no tip of pay.
Can I have 10 butter chicken Timbits and a masala chai double-double?
Your total will be $93.22.
Congratulations. Your child has successfully undergone mandatory gender transition surgery.
This is Heartbeat Night in Canada.
Please rise for the Canadian national anthem.
You people love our milk and curry. You love our way of life. The least you can do is buy a papa.
In the Northwest Territory for posting offences against by Canadian Sharia law.
Carbon credit limit reached. We have shut down your vehicle. Digital ID number 384719110.
Congratulations to newly elected Prime Minister Olivia Chow. Alhamdulillah.
I'm sorry, you don't have enough voice mark credits to complete this transaction.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Coming. They're probably not too far off on that one. There is, let's see here. Here. Yeah, here's the good old boys over in the UK acting up again, right? You know, bulla bulla bulla. It's the Tower of London in the background. It's like medieval times or something. I don't know. Everybody has a place in this world, but not necessarily here. And it's going to be so hard. Trudeau just destroyed this country. And like I say, Mark Carney's loving it. This one here. Right. Okay. This one here is over in the UK. And the guy with a mask on, of course. I think he's stole something from somebody. It might have been a flag or something. These flags, I don't know. Anyways, it is private property, but I think this guy ran up and ripped something off here. And look what the cops do.
You have that stick? You have that stick? Why, you got it? Shout you, bro. I know. Smell it.
The cops go after the British guy. Oh, those hooligans, those darn hooligans. Fed up. People are fed up. But, at least we can, where are we here? At least we got people that can, finally get our goods to us, right? So, I know the shipping and stuff is getting a little bit crazy what's going on, but we can get our goods shipped to us. Maybe not. No, these guys, that's for sure. Here we go. Watch this. IQ is 70. That's between them. Hey boss, don't be late. We got a problem with the truck. That's what's on our highways. Stay away from any semis on the road. Don't pass them. Stay clear. You don't know what's behind the wheel. So, you don't know what they're going to do. They might just run you off the road. So, if you're behind them, maybe they'll clear a path for you. You might not want to go there. So, welcome to Canadastan. But one thing that we can always count on is our sports, right? Nothing more Canadian than hockey. Just ask Mark Kearney, and he'll tell you. Be a lie, but he's such a great goalie. I don't think he's ever stopped a puck. But yeah, hey, until they made it more diverse, right? Like this.
To celebrate diversity, Hockey Canada proudly presents Oh Canada, East Indian Rap Remix. A new anthem. This is great news. Yes, finally, Hockey Canada is stepping up. Our home is native land. Nature is happening? Is this the answer?
What are you doing back?
This is wild.
Yeah. Oh, I missed Don Cherry. Yeah, Ron McLean should be ostracized everywhere he goes. What a piece of crap that thing is. This is, I'll come back to that one. We got this young lad here in the UK, British student. This is what he's going through in school.
In schools, they're pressuring us to learn about Islam and learn about the people that come up. I don't want to learn about that. I want to learn about my culture, my beliefs, and I'm proud to be English.
Have they taught you about the Bill of Rights?
No.
Did you learn about the Battle of Agincourt?
No. In school, they were teaching us about, you know, about Islam, about Prophet Muhammad, and all their ideologies. They barely cover Christianity after.
Did they tell you about how he was a warlord who brutally murdered?
No, they wouldn't say any of that. And when I tried to stand up and say that some of them, I would get in trouble for it. Suspended from school because apparently I was being racist. I wasn't. I was just trying to, you know.
You're questioning an ideology.
Yeah, I was questioning the ideology. In my opinion, it's not the right ideology. Trying to take away my free speech in school. They're trying to silence people, to suspend me from school for, you know, trying to stand up and discuss stuff about Islam, the wrongs of it. They only say, oh, Islam's a peaceful religion. But if you look into their book, you find out it's not. In schools, they're pressuring us.
Don't worry, it's happening in our schools too. So, it's a takeover. I don't know what the politicians are getting out of this. Something. Whether it's control or I'm not sure. We're going to find out when it's too late. Here's another one from the UK. It seems that one of those individuals decided he was going to break into the UK first, England first, march. Didn't work out too good. Mohammed. They're all beating on Mo. The entitlement and the arrogance to go busting in to a march like that. Mo didn't have a good day. Mo got a severe trouncing, which is what he rightly deserved. Let's see. Got a couple more here. I'll just see if I can find them. Okay, I think I've been through. Okay. So the next one, I'm going to do a little change up here. This is Efren Monsanto from Rebel News. Today, hundreds of legal firearm owners rise up in Cambridge, Ontario. This is April 24th, a couple days ago. They call on the Mark Carney Liberals to stop their gun grab and for the Waterloo police to commit to not participate in it. Well, a few people turn out for that. I'd say more than a few. And it's good to see. And this is what scares the daylights out of Carney and the Liberals. Are Canadians saying enough is enough. I better not play that because YouTube will hit me hard. They've already nailed me a couple of times here. I get more strikes from YouTube. They don't give me a strike. They just say, oh, no, you can't do that. I worked on a video for about 4 hours. Couldn't post it because of CBC. Anyways, here we go, folks. Enough is enough. You're not taking my hardware away from me. And these look like pretty reasonable citizens, right? So, of course, the powers that be don't like those normal citizens, do they? You know what? Things are going to change. They're going to change sooner than they think. While we're on here, I'm just going to show you this here page. This is the website. It's standunitedcanada.com. Okay, so this is what's going on so far. I mentioned it last week, and it's May the 16th. I think they changed the date to May 16th and 17th. They say they're going to overnight. Bring your campers, bring your tents, whatever, barbecues. British Columbia, Saskatchewan, British Columbia. It's going to be at the Pacific Highway border crossing in Surrey, 10 a.m. on the 16th. Saskatchewan, it's Yorkton Broadway Center Park. Destination is the Saskatchewan, I think that's Minnesota border. Manitoba, destination, these are at 9 a.m. Destination is the Manitoba-Ontario border. And Quebec, meet time is 9 a.m. I think they're still looking for some information from Quebec, but it's organizing. New Brunswick is in Woodstock, Holton, and they're heading to the Holton, Maine, U.S.-Canada border. Nova Scotia is the Enfield Irving big stop, and the destination is the Nova Scotia and New Brunswick border. So that's coming up. I like to keep on top of these protests, right? Because we need them. So I got a couple more here. If I can find them. Oh, Lynn, whatever happened to Texas? Hey, whatever happened to Texas? You know, you're going downhill and this is going on. It's the grand big state of Texas. No American flag. A sad state of affairs. You didn't make a pun out of that, but yeah, what a shame. The Lone Star State is falling to the crescent moon. Like I say, Western countries you gotta fight back. Never give up your hardware. I'm talking about Canada because we got to hang tight, maybe even out of sight, out of mind, right? So on a lighter side, liberalism starts at an early age. And some people just brainwash their kids, right? So, like, check it out. Liberals and conservatives.
Baby for a diaper, and I'm not a baby. Well, babies wear a diaper. And you're wearing a diaper. Well, I'm not a baby. No, I'm not. I mean that you're wearing a diaper. I'm not a baby. You're wearing a diaper. I'm not a baby, though. Yes, you're wearing a diaper. Well, I'm not a baby. You're wearing a diaper. I'm not. Well, I'm not even a baby, though. But you're wearing a diaper. You can't say but. That's a bad word. Well, I didn't say real, but baby for a diaper, and I'm.
Sure looks like a liberal to me. Yeah, I'm wearing a diaper, but I'm not a baby. But babies wear diapers, but I'm not a baby. Yeah. Liberals don't know what they are, right? They don't even know if they're male or female, so maybe they all secretly wear diapers. I don't know. That's where we're at, folks. I got a couple more here. Oh, okay, that's an old one. Daisy Media. It was a good one. Sikhs up in Ottawa walking across the street in front of Parliament buildings with big swords and daggers. So, failed. Liberalism took over, and back in the day, people parented differently. They didn't let their kids, well, they weren't helicopter parents, right? So here's one here, back in the day.
Don't do that, sweetheart. It's dangerous.
No, wait. Go on. Yeah. Bet you're not going to do that again, though, are you?
That's kind of how I grew up. He'll learn, don't worry. He'll live through it. He won't do that again. So, and I have one more for the pet owners, people that like the pets. So this is a cat video. I always kind of like to end with something that's a little touch of humor to it. I'll bring this up for you. A couple of cats. Cats are funny animals. Where'd it go? Disappeared. Thank you. If you can hear me, I'll say bye for now. There. It's back, but I don't know for how long. And it looks pixelated too. So, let me try. I'm going to try one more thing here, okay? Before we go, if you don't mind, hang in. If it freezes, I'll just shut it down. But this is something I looked at the other day, and I should share it with you, okay? just bear with me. I got to push this, enter this in here. Uh, there. Let's see what I get. Don't run away yet, plant boy. I asked Grok, how deep is Chinese interference in Canada? And it's just bringing it up here now. This should make the Americans, don't worry, they know. The Americans know, they're on top of it. Maybe some of the Canadians don't. This here says Chinese interference in Canada is extensive, systematic, and ongoing, according to multiple official Canadian inquiries, intelligence assessments from the Canadian Security Intelligence Service and the National Security and Intelligence Committee on Parliamentarians. It is primarily conducted by the People's Republic of China through the Chinese Communist Party, using tools like the United Front Work Department, proxies in diaspora communities, disinformation, cyber operations, and transnational repression. Canada's public inquiry into foreign interference, the Hogue Commission in January 2025, and NCCOP's report in June 2024. We can't get that information, though. Liberals are hiding it. Identify the PRC as most active and sophisticated perpetrator of foreign interference targeting Canada's democratic institutions. However, these same reports emphasize that the interference has not subverted Canada's overall democratic system or altered federal election outcomes. I argue that one. It is described as pervasive and harmful, but marginal and largely ineffective. Not since Carney came in some respects, with no evidence of traitors in Parliament conspiring against Canada. What about Michael Maw? The interference operates across multiple domains and uses a whole of society approach. The elections in 2019 and 2021. The whole inquiry confirmed the interference was persistent and sophisticated, including specific writings. Grok just contradicted itself here. Examples: manipulation of the Liberal nomination in Don Valley North via proxies, busing international students, and possible veiled threats tied to visas, clandestine funding transfers through $250,000 via intermediaries, exclusion of anti-China candidates from community events, and WeChat disinformation campaigns targeting the Conservative Party and MPs like Kenny Chu and Aaron O'Toole. Aaron O'Toole wasn't a Conservative anyways. Similar activities occurred in 2021. The interference likely influenced some local outcomes or voter behavior in Chinese-Canadian heavy ridings, but did not change which party formed government. I don't know about that. Or the overall integrity of the elections. Paper ballots and cybersecurity helped. Parliamentarians and politics, the PRC officials and proxies cultivate relationships with politicians across parties. Party-agnostic approach. NCCOP reported troubling intelligence on some MPs being semi-witting or witting participants. Grok just contradicted itself there too. Specific targets include Conservative MP Michael Chong. They talk about the intimidation after his Uyghur genocide motion. They didn't like that. Diaspora and community influence, United Front work. The 2026 Jamestown Foundation report. McDonald Laurier Institute identified 575 UFWD-linked organizations in Canada, the highest per capita density among 4 Western democracies. US, UK, and Germany and Canada were the highest. Broader domains: economic and academic influence, IP theft, recruitment of non-traditional collectors, scientists, business people. Interference is deep in reach, embedded in communities, political nominations, media, and long-term influence networks. PRC denies all interference. Canada's response, well, it's lackluster at best, eh? So, okay, we are deeply penetrated by China and the Khalistanis and East Indians and probably some smaller groups too. Okay, folks, like I say, the internet's been giving me grief here, a lot of buffering, and it has too when I'm trying to get through on videos. So Monday my Starlink dish shows up, and hopefully I'll have that up and running here for next week. So y'all take care. Thanks for joining in and putting up with the glitches in the live stream. So I'll say bye for now, and y'all have a wonderful week. And we got to keep fighting. That's all we can do. So bye for now. Take care.